We are going to work on our Indian dude. Got to get a few pieces done. We got a craft show coming up on the 16th that I want to be part of, but I have no pieces done. So yeah, we're going to get some of these done. Just knock them out real quick and everything else. So um, if you're joining me, thank you for joining me. If you haven't, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know that you're here when you jump on. That way I know you're here. I don't always see you when you jump on because sometimes I got my head in the stuff that I'm doing, so I don't always know that everybody's here. So when you jump on, make sure you say hi. Send me a little comment on there saying hello, DOT. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna try to get this little Indian. There's Grumpy. Hi, Grumpy. We're going to do our Indian tonight. We're going to get him carved out. I'm going to try to knock a couple carvings out, like one carving a night out until the show, except for like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's our fair. I'll be going to rodeos and watching concerts and stuff like that. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I won't be on. I might be on Saturday morning because I won't go down to the fairgrounds on Saturday morning. But otherwise, I'll be here in the shop. We're going to be making some wall hangings. All different kinds. I started with the chief. I'm going to do a squaw. I'm going to do another dragon. A couple more cowboys. I really like the cowboys. They're like my favorites so far to do. So anyway, without any further ado, we are going to get started on this. And yes, I'm using the flex shaft, y'all. Be proud of me. Hey, Caleb. What's up? We're making an Indian. We're gonna carve out an Indian. And I'm even using the Dremel, y'all. This is pretty cool, but I'm just using the Dremel, or I should say the flex shaft, because I don't really use the flex shaft often. Hey there! Hey! We're doing the Indian tonight. I got a craft show coming up August 16th. August 16th, I have a craft show coming. I've got to hit some pieces done. It's 84 in my shop, so, but I do have my fan kind of blowing the dust away too, so that does help get some of the cooler air to me. And I got the big door open and it's kind of cooling off outside, so makes it a little bit easier and nicer too. I saved you guys agony of watching me try to cut this thing out, because that's really boring watching me with a, I don't know what it's called, jigsaw thing. And these bits, tell you what, these bits make quick work of this. I'm so glad I found these. Because just like that, all of the outline is cut out. Like I said, quick and easy with that. It's these bits are just the bomb diggity, y'all. And this is the same one as I was using on when I removed all the bark from the tree. This is just the baby size of it. Love these things. Then we're just gonna go in. We're gonna go back with our other one. You do have to be careful taking them out. You don't grab them because they will cut your fingers. And then I'm going to go back in with the flame burr. Everybody knows the flame burr. Yeah, we're going to use that. I better make sure I got it in there tight. I had one of these run away from me one time. That hurt. It caught me. I don't want it all the way in there. I want it to be partly out. Yes, absolutely. Unless you're me and hate to use the flex shaft because you tend to break the damn things. But I have been very nice to this one. I have not broke this one. I've had it 3 months and I have not broke this yet. So we're doing good. We're on a world record for me. I at one time broke 2 of them in one day. So what is everybody else working on? I want to hear about everybody's projects. Well, yes, I have a heavy hand. That is why I break my flip straps a lot. I learned how to carve from Jordy Johnson. This is why I have heavy hands. So, I don't know if you guys can really see it real well as to what I'm doing, but I'm taking and just kind of rounding these off, and then we'll sand it all so it's nice and smooth and rounded, and then it'll get its color and it'll look better once it's colored. But this is what we're gonna do for now. Try to get everything rounded a little bit better. Taking the sharp edges off. Even my edges here get sanded down because I don't like a sharp edge anywhere. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's thundering in the background. There's a storm coming in, which I'm fine with being out here during a storm. I like listening to the thunder and stuff like that. It's not like anything's gonna hurt me, right? So yeah, if you hear thunder, don't be scared. We're all good. going pretty quick, a lot quicker than I thought it was going Who knows, maybe we'll be able to catch a good storm while we're live tonight too. That'd be awesome. I'd go for that. Because it's thundering really, really good. Maybe we'll get a good storm. Okay. Lights are flickering. That's a good sign. You guys see that? My lights are flickering. It's kind of cool. Where'd the bear go? Hi, Perry. We're making an Indian. We're quick carving an Indian. And I need to... His neck I am going to take back, guys. So this is going to take a minute here. There we go. that part is done. Look at there. We got Indian. Now we just gotta... We need to sand the little man. If I can get my stuff off of here. Get that there. And we got our handy little dandy little thing here. I don't know what this is called. But we are going to change out our aggressiveness here. I'm not going with 80. Somewhere around, 150 will work. Just remember that when you use this, you definitely have to turn the Dremel down. Whoops, that was up. I turned this thing down quite a bit. Then I try it, see if it wobbles. If it doesn't wobble, you're good. Then you just sand it. No matter, I can turn that up just a bit. You'll see a difference once you get it all sanded down, how much better it'll look. This is probably the one time I don't have a heavy hand, y'all. Because when I am sanding, I don't know why. I always go pretty light. Night, Grumpy. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate it. I can knock one of these out pretty quick usually, so I figured I'd come live with it, show you guys. I mean, awesome carvings don't always have to take forever in a day. Sometimes the best carvings are the quick carvings because you don't have time, you don't sit there and overthink it. You know, if I was to sit here and try to take my time, I'd probably overthink this damn thing. And I probably would just freeze myself and it would take days and days and days. And it wouldn't look as good as if I just did it quick. This is just kind of taking that top coat off of there so that it looks better, doesn't have that yellow finish to it, and then when they do go to color it, it'll take the color better. It also helps get some of the marks off of there. Like, let me get my edges very good and rounded, which is good because I don't want them not rounded. This really helps with that a lot. One thing I like though is that one little sanding disc lasts quite a while. It does quite a bit of the sanding without wearing out, which is nice. Like, you would think that like one little disc probably wouldn't do that much, but it actually does. Lasts forever. We gotta round that nose off. We don't want any pointies on our nose or on our chin. We want the lip and our chin to be rounded here. Can't have a pointy chin, even though he's chief. No such thing as a pointy chin. So, now if you kind of look at it, it's kind of cool, huh? I do need to go in with my finer thing and get the marks off of the wood. To do that, I gotta get that off. Isn't that cool? I mean, and I can't wait till it's painted. It's gonna look really neat. Kind of gotten into doing like these Indians and stuff. They're kind of fun to do. I can't wait to get to do more of these. There's a person seen in my backyard. Guaranteeing you my husband comes walking through the door. So we are going to find a tip here. So I like using diamond bit to clean it up a little bit in these areas. Oops. That hammer's got to be turned up, or it ain't going to be nothing. And because I use the diamond blade, because cuts off that I use these marks in the wood. And this just kind of rounds that out. It gets that out of there, the marks that it leaves. Let's brush him. Ask away. Ask a question. You never know what kind of answer you'll get from all of us, but ask a question anyway. You never know till you ask. Oh, I didn't do his face. There we go. Now we got his face. He just didn't tell me I forgot his mouth and stuff. There we go. He's all carved. Now we just got to get him all painted. So we're going to leave him for the night. We should probably do the back of him. Get his little hanger made, huh? Maybe we should make his hanger. Hi, Jim. How are ya? Pervit? I'm not sure what that is. What is pervit? I'm not sure what that is to tell you if it needs to be dried first. Okay, we're going to go back in with our gerbit. The gerbit. Okay, we're going to make our little hanger thing back here in the back. That makes quick work of making a hole. And eventually get that out of there, I hope. No, I don't know. It's not catching. So I can't get it out. I need my... There we go. I need that thing to catch. And now it doesn't want to come out of there. And it probably taken the whole darn thing apart to get it out again. I don't know why. This one does not like to come out. It gets hot and it likes to stay in there. So then what do? We'll grab our pliers. And we just wiggle it loose. Thank you, thank ya. Thanks, Big Max. Now if only we can get our bit out of there. He does not like to come out sometimes. He likes to get stuck in it. Just stupid. Usually if I twist it enough, it starts to come off. You know what? We might need some bar oil. I've done that the other day. I had to use bar oil to get it off of there. Or persuade it with another pair of pliers. If one ain't enough, you gotta use two. See, that's all it took. You gotta intimidate it with two. I like that bit, but it always sticks every single time. Woo! Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna use this bit. It's actually to use on tile, for floor tile, but I have found it works amazing to do this. So all I do is make a hole in the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. But then you can put it on a nail and it'll hang. Well, that ain't a very good idea for a nail. Oh, I got stuff on there. That's fine. There. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. But then it just hangs because the hole in the back. I don't know what this is. It just hangs on my wall. Not sure what that is. It just hangs up there. But yeah, so our Indian guy's done. We just got to get him painted now. So what are we partially drawing? Yes, it does get fuzzy. I'll show you what happens if you don't let it dry. Case in point of my tree stand is fuzzy because it was wet when I carved it. Now that it's starting to dry. See, this will be stand and I'll have plants on it. Here at each end will be a platform, but it's all fuzzy because I carved it while it was wet. So we're going to let it dry for the whole week, and then I should be able to get the fuzzies off. Yep, there is our Indian. Can't wait to get him painted. He'll look so much better once he's painted. I think he'll look really good. And we got several other pieces of these to do. Super easy, super fun. Something to do real quick for when you have a craft show that's coming up in just a few weeks. Yeah, that's about the worst part of it is I only do have a few weeks to get these done. I only have to like August 16th to get all these done. I want enough. Here's my neighbor. Probably wonder what the hell I'm doing in my garage with the door open, talking to my phone. They know I'm weird anyway. Half past time. I was thirsty. I got a mail call I've got to get done too. Hopefully tomorrow night I can get my mail call done. I got it in and I'm like excited to do a mail call. Also, those of you who would like to have one of my stickers, just email me. My email's my description thing. Email me your address. I'll send you out some stickers. Unfortunately, Bear and the Boss ladies came back to me. They got ruined. So I'm sending more out. I got them in the mail the other day, and they're just ripped to shreds along with the envelope. And they couldn't read the address of where it was going to, but they could read the return address, so that's where they returned it to. So we'll be sending them back out. So Bear and the Boss lady will be getting my stickers also, because he sent me some amazing wood, so I've got to send him something back. I got to send him some of my stickers, which I'm so stoked. I did go get new stickers made, and so proud of them. I love my new stickers. So yeah, if you want some stickers, see, there's Bear and the Boss lady. Yeah, it was through USPS. So I haven't got myself to go down to UPS where I quit. So, because yeah, I quit UPS, which was fine. I needed to. Thank you. I like my stickers. That's the second batch that I've had made. I made the first ones with my guinea pig, whom that tree is belonging to. He's buried under that tree and it fell down during a storm. That's why I'm using that tree. Kind of commemorate him. But yeah, I'm kind of stoked. I can't wait to get more of these done. So you guys will have to like tune in. Probably Saturday, Sunday for sure. We're gonna try to knock some more of these out. But I'm probably gonna call it a night, guys. It is starting to get dark outside. It's 8:30. I should probably go let my husband know I'm alive. He hasn't seen much of me. Been hiding out here in my shop. But that's okay. I'm allowed to do that. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump off here for the night. Hey, baby kisses. Do you see what I made? I made an Indian. We'll get him all painted up. He'll really look good. Get him stained and painted. He'll look amazing. We're going to make a lot of these because not all Indians, but all kinds of wall hangings like that. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get some sleep so I can go to work in the morning. And then pop back on. I will pop back on tomorrow night and make another one. So, you guys stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, thanks for jumping on. Love ya. Dot out.